Today we are going to make a phoenix, and we're going to make something that looks kind of like a stencil phoenix, like this one here. And we're going to use shapes in order to do that. So you will need a drawing piece of paper, that's your flimsy paper. And if you don't have a flimsy paper, a piece of mail or an envelope will do just fine. Pencil, an eraser, wonderful. Also, you'll probably need some coloring supplies, color pencils, crayons, markers, your watercolors, whatever you have available to you. The first thing that I'm going to ask you to do, and this is going to be relatively small, not teeny tiny, is you're going to make something that sort of looks like a W here. Now I'm doing mine large so you can follow along. It should probably be a lot smaller. And then from there, it's going to be symmetrical. That means the same on both sides. So I'm going to bring it down. Yeehaw. Next, I'm going to bring it out on both sides. And then I'm going to bring it in on both sides. Okay, and notice when I come in, it's staying about the same here. Okay. Next, I'm going to go straight down and straight down. Now I'm going to make a V. Next, so this is the stencil for his head. We're going to give him some hair-like ears. Okay, I'm going to come inside here. Notice I leave a little space, and I'm going to come up and out. Okay. It's kind of like your less than and greater than sign on either side. Okay, and then I'm going to, this one's going to kind of curve, so it doesn't follow that line perfectly. We're going to curve it. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to come down a little bit, maybe on an angle. All right, and then we're going to come up and make a line, up and make a line. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to go to the top, make a little line down, make a little line down, yeehaw, and I'm going to make a long line out, almost like antenna. Hot dog. Now I'm going to bring it down, almost looking like it would be a triangle, but we're not going to complete that triangle. Okay, and now we're going to make a point out, a point out. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to do 2 more points and then bring it down here. So I'm going to come in, out 1, 2, and bring it down to that point. Come down a little bit, out 1, out 2, bring it down to that point. Okay, may not look perfectly the same on both sides, but you know, you're trying to do the best you can. Next, we're going to go into the neck of the bird. I am going to make a V here. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down. So now we have the letter M. Wonderful. And now we're going to make a curved line out on either side. Wonderful. And now we're going to do another curved line. This one's going to kind of go this way though. It diagonals, but it's on a different slant than this one. Notice how this one slants here. This one slants out a little bit more. Okay? Beautiful. And now I'm going to swing it down, and I'm going to swing it down so that it is relatively even with this line if I were to curve it just super slightly. Okay, and I'm going to bring this in just a little bit more, sorry friends, make it a little skinnier. All right, so from there I'm going to swoop it out. I'm going to swoop it out, and then coming up to about there. Now, from here, I'm going to swoop up to somewhere around here. So we're going to come curve it, all the way in. Curve it, whoopsies. Curve it all the way in. Okay. And from there, we're going to come out. From there, we're going to come out. Now, you're noticing that mine is very large and it goes off of the paper. That is okay, friends. But if you want to make it smaller, that's fine too. The reason I'm making it so large, again, is so that you can follow along a little bit better. But I will extend this paper so that you can see what it would look like if I were to continue. All right, so right underneath of your M, we're going to come down a good space, and we are going to make, I'm going to say, the armpits of the bird or the phoenix. Okay, it's going to be a line like that. And again, right here, so this is the tail feathers, and like I said, the armpit. I know, so gross. And we're going to come in a little bit and out. We're going to come in a little bit and out. Fabulous. And over here, I have something that looks like a triangle, something that looks like a triangle. Great. Okay, now just doing one side because you're going to do the same on both sides. Okay, I'm going to connect this. Okay, to me that kind of looks like one of those medieval axes or swords that they have. All right, then we're going to come up, over, and down. And we're going to come up, over, and attach it. Wonderful. Okay, so you're going to do that on both sides. I am going to show you what the other side looks like because I know some of my super duper fabulous friends have trouble when it comes to doing the opposite side. So again, that medieval looking sword or axe, and we come up, and I went a little skinny, that's okay. I'm going to come in and around. So there you go, something kind of like that. Now, if you notice the tail feathers here, I can do the tail feathers for you as well. All right, so if I were to do this, I have my tail feathers, and they look kind of like rectangles over here. And now it reminds me of a capital M bubble lettered capital M, like that. All right, and I will do a smaller version and pop it on this video as well.